Watching the smoothest swings in golf, Ernie Els, Freddie Couples, Vijay Singh, it's just pure class. Their transitions are effortless, their rhythm is perfect, and they generate serious power without looking like they're even trying. And it makes you think, surely I can just copy that. But then you try it, reality hits. Your downswing feels rushed, awkward, nothing like the pros. And replicating their tempo, forget it. Not for one swing, never mind the thousands of golf swings that they do. But the good news is, if you are struggling with rushing your downswing at the moment, there is a solution. A single move that works regardless of your age or ability. One that helps you generate effortless speed, better accuracy, and a more repeatable and reliable golf swing. And that's exactly what we're going to be covering in today's video. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Harry, a golf teacher professional, posting content just like this every single week to help you lower your scores. So consider clicking that subscribe button. It helps me produce more content like this, and it's totally free to do. Also, just a quick shout out to the partners of the channel, SATORI Golf, for offering a 20% off deal on their polos. They were really pleased with the results and the feedback that they received after offering this huge amount of discounts, and they're going to be offering this again up to the end of the month. So take your opportunity, go onto their website and check their polos out. So before we dive into the move itself, let's just take a quick look at the reason, the cause to why most golfers rush that downswing of theirs. So when most golfers get to the very top of the golf swing, what the main tendency, what I see takes place, is in order for them to move into the downswing, the club gets thrown outwards too much due to the body rotating into the golf ball too quickly. Now the temptation for us golfers, especially when it comes to making faster swings with the driver, is getting up to the top of the golf swing and trying to hit the ball as hard as we can. When we hit the ball as hard as we can, we put all our effort into our rotation of the body to take place, but the only problem with this is it throws the club too far out and away. Not only just that, but when we get to the top of the golf swing, there is barely any pause in transition between backswing and downswing. There's no transition taking place in the golf swing. It's literally 1, 2, straight back, straight down into the downswing, and that's where a lot of the inconsistency comes from. All to do with rushing the downswing, firing that body too early. So what we want to be looking into is a method, a move that's going to help you get to the very top of your golf swing, have a little bit of a pause, almost force you to get a little bit of a pause at the top of the golf swing, and then to allow those hands and arms to fall down first. So the thoughts, the move, the name of the move is wait for the club. So wait for it in the downswing. Don't over-rotate to start the downswing. Wait for the club to come down, then we can rotate. Now I've changed my 7-iron here to the G-Force 7-iron, with the reason being that when we rush the transition and downswing, especially by turning this body, firing the body at the golf ball too soon, you can feel it a lot more so with this whippier shaft. It's a training aid that's designed to give you instant feedback when you hit golf shots, trying to smoothen out your tempo and improve your swing sequence, your downswing sequence. So if I was just to hit a golf shot now, just an example of what not to do where we get that rush downswing taking place, watch what happens. We can see there that looks very rushed from the top of the golf swing. In fact, I didn't really turn my body as fast as I possibly could. You know, that was a lot less than normal, but you could see there just from taking a look at that golf shot, it was pushed well too far to the right. So I could feel that straight away in this golf club, simply because now the weight of the golf club here is all in the club head. So as soon as I fired into the downswing, tried to hit this ball really hard with my body, what I noticed anyway, you'll see from the slow motion retake here, that club head is whipping down, leaving the club face too open. Now, if I was to use a normal club and do that, we would get a similar result. The golf shot should technically still go to the right, but nowhere near as much. So this really forces you to make the necessary changes to smoothen out that downswing, to improve this move that we're trying to achieve. And that move is simply getting up to the top of the golf swing, having that little pause, and then giving yourself time to allow the hands to form. So when I do this movement here, what you'll notice is a couple of things. The first one I want to point out to you is where my lead shoulder is. My lead shoulder, after the pause, stays relatively still. It moves ever so slightly forward past the golf ball line here into the downswing, but it's not moving away from the golf ball. My lead shoulder is staying still. It feels like it's staying still as I'm allowing my hands and arms to drop. Now, the second thing you'll notice about this movement, another good checkpoint you can think about as well, from the top of the golf swing, after applying that little pause, as I make my way down, everything is staying very closed. My hips are closed, my shoulders are closed. This is just to encourage and give me the feeling, just to make sure I don't overfire the hips in the downswing, over-rotate into the downswing. And it also allows you from this point here, as you're holding this position to keep everything closed, it gives the arms and club more room during the downswing. I'm still going to use the G-Force club because straight away it gives me instant feedback, and it also forces me to go very slow with this movement and get this movement perfect. If you can hit a golf shot straight using this, you have got a very, very smooth downswing. So it really encourages you to practice that smooth tempo when you're working on this move. So I'm just going to pause, almost feel like I'm doing a 2-second pause at the top of the golf swing. I'm going to wait for the club on the downswing before I allow, from this point here, myself to swing through and rotate up and through to finish. So let's give this a first whirl, first shot with this move. So there it was a little bit ground first, just simply because I'm not used to using this club just yet. It's actually a lot whippier than I thought it would be, which is pretty impressive. But what you noticed there from that shot shape was it started much closer to the target. That's the key for this. It started much closer to the target. So let's just try another one now, just pausing, maybe just a little bit of a shorter pause, a second, and then wait for it on the way down. Now that one there, if you watch that video again, that felt very, very smooth. And look at that, I've just got a bit unlucky with trickling into the bunker because maybe 188 yards with this 7-iron is ever so slightly out of my range. But watching that video again from the top of the golf swing, for me then everything felt like it was in sync, just simply because I had that little pause and allowed the club to fall down rather than starting this with the body movement. Body movement here pushes the club, can push the club too far on the outside. So I'm just feeling this sensation from the top of the swing, allowing my arms to drop, and then I'm just swinging through like so. A little bonus tip I want to add in though, just before you go away and try this and practice this in your own golf game, is the release. Now, the release can get a little bit complicated when it comes to using the irons, simply because we want to be able to compress the golf ball. We want our hands to stay massively ahead of the club face. The only issue with trying to get those hands ahead of the club face too much is it leaves the club face open. If you take the club back neutral to open. So when we take the club back neutral to open here, and if I was just to make my way back down through to impact, we can see how open that club face is. So I've got to try and counteract it. So the tip I want to give you, the bonus tip, is as you make your way into the downswing, is the sensation of either your trail palm facing the ground or the glove logo facing the ground as well. So you can see the difference here from me taking the club back before like this, where the leading edge of the club face was parallel to the ground. If we were just to take that up now on the left-hand side of the screen and compare it to the right-hand side of the screen, where as I make my way down, I'm just closing that club face a little bit more. So from that feeling for me being a right-handed golfer, the right palm facing towards the ground, we can see a massive difference there in the way the club face sets. The club face sets there in an ever so slightly more closed action for me to then rotate and hit the golf ball. This is great for especially using training aids like this one here, but also fantastic when you try this with your own golf clubs. This just makes it easy. It gives you instant feedback to then make the necessary changes. But the key to that bonus tip is, rather than having a lot of wrist action, a lot of club face rotation on the backswing and downswing, we're just trying to simplify that a little bit more and reduce that. So Doing that on the way down, pausing at the top of the golf swing, allowing the arms to fall, getting that palm facing towards the ground is a great way just to help you control that club face when you start hitting shots doing this. So another shot, just adding that bonus tip in here. I rushed that one, it tricked me on that. I mean, again, I thought that was a pretty good swing. Last minute, I felt myself rush it, and there you go, there's the bad outcome. But that's what's so special about the G479. It really gives you that incredible feedback and gives you that feel of trying to get that effortless, smooth transition to take place, just like we see Ernie Els, Freddie Couples, and VJ Singh do. So this one, I'm going to really try and slow it down just to ensure there's no part of my downswing that is rushed. That one was definitely better, but even then, it's still gone a little bit to the right. Right, this is where I start to apply that bonus tip a little bit more, just to ensure I close that club face. So up to the top of the swing, pause, bringing it down, closing that face, and swinging through. That's the one. There we go. I've been able to draw it using this golf club, and it's actually gone further. Last minute, I didn't feel the club kick out on me like I noticed the last couple do. That was literally really me taking my time on the downswing, really getting that smooth tempo to take place. So this isn't just a great training aid, it's a great warm-up tool for you to use as well, just to really smoothen out that swing back and forth and start hitting much easier shots just like that one there. So once you go ahead and give this a try, feel free to comment down below to let me know how you get on from watching these tips and drills. Whether you try this with your own golf clubs or choose to look into getting yourself one of these G479s, I definitely recommend taking a look at this, because this just gives you that instant feedback, forces you to swing more on plane, and also encourages you to really slow down that transition just to ensure you're getting everything spot on to get that smooth and effortless downswing that you've been looking for. You can practice this, like I said, with a normal golf club, but the feeling will be ever so slightly different, because the weight's in the head with this club, you can feel it straight away. So I'll leave a link in the description below for that, along with also my other coaching material. I do offer in-person and online coaching, so if you're looking for more personalized coaching to suit your golf swing, feel free to reach out to me using the links again in the description below. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you have found this video useful, and why not check out this video above if you're looking for more really cool videos just like this one, where I introduce an also awesome training aid to help you improve your golf further with your wrist angles, and the one at the bottom is for more downswing tips just like this one.